All men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights.
Life, liberty, and the
If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear.
Make America great again.
The Big Mac.
All men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights.
life, liberty, and the
If liberty
All men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights.
life, liberty, and the
If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear.
Make America great again.
The Big Mac.
Welcome back to the Big Mig Show. Of course, I'm your host, Lance Migliaccio, with my co-host, George Ballantine. We've been up since the crack-a-lack-a dawn. Of course, if you caught us this morning, Wednesday, the Crypto Power Hour, #1 crypto show on Rumble. Hopefully you joined us. Had a great interview with a great CEO, Maxim Galash, if you know him. Great guy, interesting character, lots of good information for people that are interested in the cryptocurrency world. And of course, you know what this is all about. Kill them with the truth and bury them with a smile. Because, you know, liberty means anything at all. It means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. And, you know, on this show, each and every episode, we keep talking about stuff we're not supposed to be talking about. I don't care whether it's geoengineering, you know, chemtrails for many people out there, or Epstein.
What?
You name it. It's how we do it, bro. It's
Israel.
That's it. We're banned.
Israel
We're
sucks.
banned. You said Epstein. We're screwed.
Israel sucks.
Okay. Yeah, I have to say that's kind of going in that direction a lot. Also,
I don't understand. Lindsey Graham is he's simping big time for Israel. I just don't get it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Lindsey Graham's nose is so covered with shit right now. It's ridiculous. But he's not the only one. These congressional members, I have to tell you, if the founders and framers are there, I think these guys all would have been hung. I have to be honest. I don't think they would have gone along with a lot of it. There were some real patriotic Americans back then. This is nauseating. It's disgusting. It's hard for me to even talk about it because I look at these people like John Thune, Mitch McConnell, Johnson. It doesn't matter. Schiff. They're all scumbags. They really are. I mean, they're not America first. They're not concerned about the country or their constituents. It's all about them. It's all about greed. What foundation's going to pay them? What super PAC's going to pay them? What lobbyist's ass can they kiss so they can raise more money? I mean, look, should it really cost the amount of money it costs to be elected as a congressional member? Honest to God, I think we should put a cap. I think they should have $500,000 to spend, and that's it. That's the max they can spend on a campaign. This whole thing where they can build up these giant war chests because they're scumbags or lobbyists and otherwise, where basically if somebody wants to take them on, they can't win because they're outmanned by money. I think we got to put a cap on it. In fact, I think the president of the United States, I think the campaign max $250 million to get elected. That's it. Forget this billions thing. It's ridiculous. It's a joke. All right. Well, if you like the show, you know the drill. Thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe. If you can do this paid subscription, fantastic. It's only $5 a month. We're trying to grow that base. We really appreciate the people that are investing in us. We'd like to continue to do that. And thank you for the people that have joined already this week. So big news on that. And of course, Rumble Rant tips, always appreciated. And if you want to tip some crypto, we're always, we have the Rumble wallet connected. You can also find our wallets on thebigmig.com, our new website build out. So check it out. Appreciate it. And we love sponsors. So if you'd like to sponsor the show, info at thebigmig.com. Speaking of sponsors, gold and silver. These are the prepper bars, and they're your perfect escape. Of course, they're real, tangible forms of wealth, gold and silver you can hold, trade, and trust. No government can seize it. No hacker can steal it. Time is ticking. You need to act now to secure your prepper bars before the government rolls out their next move. They might need to restock Fort Knox because George and I believe there isn't anything in there. And right now, use code PREPPER. That's all caps, PREPPR. That's PREPPR. For 10% off in the silver prepper bars and 5% off in gold prepper bars. And don't wait until your money's worthless. Grab your prepper bars before it's too late at thebigmigbar.com. That's right, thebigmigbar.com. You can take a picture of that QR code. That'll take you directly there. Or if you're old school and you want to use a phone, 888-526-7154, 888-526-7154. Don't forget to tell the guys over at Genesis, the guys at the Big Mig Show sent you. Tell them about your promo code. Don't miss out on the discount because in these times, every dollar counts. BigMigBar.com.
Break me off a piece of that prepper bar.
Big George. All right.
You know, last night,
yeah,
I don't know, like somewhere around 9 o'clock in Illinois, they were getting hit. Somewhere in Illinois was getting hit with a violent tornado. What they said, hail, the size of the hail was huge. It's crazy. Oh my God! Prayers to them people.
Yeah. What do you think? You think weather geoengineering? Sounds like it.
I don't know. We had a guy on saying it is.
You didn't watch that show. You should have yesterday. I'd recommend you go back and listen to him. Very credible, knowledgeable guy. So, sometimes when I'm doing thumbnails, they just come to me immediately. And other times I struggle. Sometimes I'll call George and I'm like, man, I'm struggling with this. He'll jump in. We'll try to work together to get it done. I didn't struggle with this one.
You struggle.
This bullshit and this posturing and this crap surrounding the SAVE Act just reminds me of the Titanic. Lots of stories about, it's going to save America. We're going to get it done. And you got one side, we're going to do it. Oh, yeah, great. We won the House. We won the Senate. And then you get these majority leaders like John Thune. I'm calling him Captain Worthless is the name I gave to him because, of course, he's part of the SS SAVE Act Titanic-style mission that seems to be sinking. Because now he's talking about a vote tomorrow, but he already is telling everybody, but it's not going to pass. We don't have enough votes.
Not tomorrow, next week.
Whatever, next week. It doesn't matter. You're right.
I mean, tomorrow, but it's not going to pass.
Next year. Yeah.
But it's not going to, but listen, and I'll be the devil's advocate for that part. It's not going to pass because he needs 60 votes. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So.
I would recommend the American public, you want to get it passed, you want to tell them what you're going to do, just don't pay your taxes. Come April, don't pay them. Just send it in with an imprint of this. Take a Xerox of your middle finger and say, payment made. You didn't pass the SAVE Act, suck my dick. I'm serious. This is like, when you really think about what the SAVE Act is, that they want voter ID. And, if we're not going to have ID for voting, well, then I don't want any gun IDs. I don't want any gun background checks. I don't want any IDs on planes. I don't want any IDs anywhere. That's it. No IDs. You don't have to show an ID to a police officer. You don't have to stop for police officer. If we're going to go lawless and we're just going to not do, let's go total Wild Wild West is my claim.
Word.
Let's put guns on our hips and let's go back to old school. I'm ready to go full gangster. Maybe the rest of you guys aren't, but I'm ready because this is bullshit. Thune is just another character actor. And that's what they always say. Bread and circuses, right? That's all Congress is. It's bread and circuses. It's just a big distraction of lying scumbags. I don't care what side of the aisle. And it's not much better when you get to, the Department of Justice or the FBI or the judiciary. It's all the same. George, you tell me, am I wrong? Because they just keep talking. I'm so sick of them talking. I literally, every time I see them, I'd love to go up and give them a power slap. Bring it from like New York to the West Coast and just crack them across their face. Maybe with a roll of nickels or quarters in my hand. I'm just telling you, this is some of the most ridiculous shenanigans. I mean, this is just not just a show tactic. It's no, we don't have 60 votes. We're gonna do whatever. I mean, am I right, George? You tell me.
Well, I think he's got to put it up this way. He could at least tell Trump, say, you got to sign these bills. I put it up, but it's not my fault it didn't pass.
Did they pass any bills? Did they have anything ready for Trump to sign? Because they basically don't
Come
get
on,
anything
bro.
done.
We're talking about GOP here. What are you talking about? Bills to
They
sign.
have nothing done, right?
I got diddly squat.
Yeah, so it doesn't really
What
matter.
is it? What is the
Trump's not
last?
gonna
What's
sign
the
anything.
last
What would he
thing they
sign?
besides for funding? Anything of substance for the American people? Anything? They still haven't passed the funding for what? DHS? I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Why don't they put these two bills together then, huh? Do like a little okey doke like they always do. All these politicians mix it together. They don't want to patch DHS anyway. So what makes you think they
Well,
want
you
to
know
pass
what?
this?
Next time the budget, they got to go get the extension. Just stick the SAVE Act in the budget. Right? You know, because they all want to get paid. These scumbags, whether they do their job or not, they want their paychecks. They want to be able to bill their expenses, which I found they can bill up to like $9,500 or $9,600 a month for their expenses. You know, they're all maxing that shit out. You know, they're all taking the extra 10 G's. I've always kind of thought they were underpaid, but the more they do this, I think, honestly, this particular group is overpaid. I honestly think that congressional members should get more money, but not when they suck. I mean, let's face it. If these individuals worked for
You know
a
what, Lance?
company anywhere in the United States,
You just
would
gave me
they
an
not
idea.
be fired?
Hold on. You just gave me an idea. Maybe we
Yeah.
have to give them like a bonus. Be like, a
Yeah.
salesman. Hey, you get this pass, you get this much extra bonus. Watch
about
how
this?
fast they do that.
How about we bring them into an office one by one and I sit across from them and I say, okay, here's what goes on. If you pass the SAVE Act, you can go ahead and pick a candy out of this dish. And on the other side of it, I have a small sledgehammer. And I tell them, if you don't pass the SAVE Act, you have to turn around and I'm going to hit you in the back of the head with the fucking hammer as hard as I can. Those are your options. Hammer or candy.
Wow, that's a tough decision.
Exactly. Really, is that what it's going to take? Because at the end of the day, I'm not calling for violence.
can't.
I'm calling for the incredible act.
Sounds like you're calling for violence, bro. I'm going to say.
Well, look, listen, I'm not going to commit violence. I do have violent thoughts. I'll admit it. But it's really the point is how ludicrous is it? And I can't stand these photo ops. We're going to play the clip here in a minute. And you guys, if you guys throw up, maybe let me say this. If you have an airplane barf bag or a trash can, get it close. Because after you watch this bullshit right here, you may want to throw up. What I hate about this is when they go to do these little interview clips inside the, in Congress, how they all get around each other like, we're going to show a vision of support. Yeah, we're doing this and what a bunch of crap. Thune, you should be embarrassed. Honest to God, you should be embarrassed. You're an idiot. The rest of Congress, they suck. Let's go.
We don't have the votes either to proceed, get on a talking filibuster, nor to sustain one if we got on it. But that is just a function of math. And there isn't anything I can do about that. I mean, I understand the president's got a passion to see this issue addressed, as we all do.
Does he understand that, though?
Well, we've conveyed that to him, but we will continue to make that argument because I think it's important that everybody understand that this really is it's about the votes, it's about the math. And I'm for better or worse, I'm the one who has to be the clear-eyed realist about what we can achieve here. And so we'll continue to convey that. And I think that we're going to have the fight on the floor. We're going to vote on this. We're going to put it up, and we'll give the Democrats the opportunity to cast their vote on whether or not they think non-citizens ought to vote in American elections.
George, how many seats does the GOP have in Congress, in Senate?
I don't know. Good question.
I'd like to know the answer to that because he's blaming the Democrats. I thought we controlled
No.
the vote in the Senate.
I just told you need 60 votes.
Okay.
So we have 53. Now hold up. 53. But you have some holdovers. You got Mitch McConnell's not going to be voting on it. He said, I don't know if Murkowski, I don't know if they changed their mind, but there's always a couple, one or two. So now, I mean, that's the problem we got. Yep. 53. Imagine if they didn't cheat in the last election, how many more Senate seats we would have had.
Yeah.
Gee.
Well, nobody-
or the one
cheating.
before that.
George, there was no cheating. If there was cheating, wouldn't there be arrests?
Oh, did I just say that? That's
Wouldn't there be
cheating.
criminal charges? There must have been no cheating. We must be wrong. We're crazy on the Big Mig show. we're going to just sit here and rant about stuff that isn't true. Of course, there was no cheating. There's no such thing as
There's
election.
no cheating in elections. Like there's no crying in baseball.
Yeah, crying a bit. Exactly. But, look, it is what it is. And Trump thinks the leverage is he's delayed his endorsement in the Texas U.S. Senate race between Ken Paxton and John Cornyn to apply pressure on the GOP to pass the Save America Act. It's what is he's not going to sign anything. There isn't anything to sign, DJT. Let me wake you up here.
Huh?
There's nothing to sign. I mean, we don't really have an official budget. We've got a bunch of assholes.
Well, now he's
making decisions for all of us that don't care about any of us.
Well, Trump said now he's going to delay his endorsement in the Texas U.S. Senate race between Paxton and Cornyn. I think he's just using that as an excuse because, they want him to endorse Cornyn, but I think deep down in Trump's heart, he knows that's the wrong decision, and Ken Paxton's the man. Just saying. Just look at my poll I put on True Social for you, President Trump. It says it all. So
yeah.
I think some of this clip here is mixed in. I don't know. We're just going to play it, though.
Demand that Congress pass the Save America Act, requiring proof of citizenship to vote.
He wants all options on the table, and he wants the Senate to move as quickly as possible through whatever means necessary.
But Senate Majority Leader John Thune is doubtful the Senate can execute President Trump's directive.
Do you run a risk of being on the wrong side of President Trump in your resistance to do this talking filibuster, tying the Senate in knots for weeks?
We don't have the votes either to proceed, get on a talking filibuster, nor to sustain one if we got on it.
Does he understand that, though?
Well, we've conveyed that to him. I'm the one who has to be the clear-eyed realist about what we can achieve here.
Some Republicans worry that a protracted debate about voter security could devolve into a political free-for-all, ranging from January 6th to the Epstein files.
Are we opening ourselves up to a series of losing control of the floor, having votes that are probably not good?
President Trump has delayed his endorsement in the Texas Senate race. It's an effort to apply pressure on GOP Senator John Cornyn and other Republicans to pass the bill. Brett?
Now, he's talking about, we don't have the votes with the filibuster. Yes, well, they don't have it because he can't pull his party together and get unity and get everybody on board. He's a freaking goddamn leader. Lead the way, bro.
I've got a suggestion. We need an executive.
Call Lance. He'll come with a bat. Stand behind you.
I'm saying and I think I've got a plan here. We'll have Trump pass an executive order that we randomly pick 10 Americans from across the nation, from different walks of life, and they are presented each time when Congress does this kind of crap and they waffle and don't do anything. They'll be asked a simple question like, "Do you think the SAVE Act should be passed?" And assuming that the answer from the 10 Americans is accurate, any elected official that voted against it gets hit with a fucking bat. You hit them with a bat. They voted against it, they get hit with a bat. And then they can decide whether they want to take another vote and they want to vote for it. Because getting these people, common sense is, like George likes to say, is not so common. There is no common sense.
What?
They keep telling you there's no election fraud, but yet they don't want voter ID. Why? If there's no election fraud, what's the problem with voter ID? It's not racist. Listen, go talk to any minority right now and ask them if they don't have an ID. They just want to be able to use those illegal immigrant votes. That's what they want. They want to be able to show no proof. They don't want you to have voter ID because you have to throw proof of citizenship. And they don't want that because God forbid you do that because that'll change everything, the whole voter base. They don't want to clean the voter rolls. That's only cheaters are the only reason. And the worst part is it's cheaters on the Republican and the Democrat side. I wish I could say
well,
one
speaking
side
of
was
voter
less
rolls,
guilty.
Michigan, a rep, I don't know if it was a state senator or whatever, some rep from Michigan, in her district, she removed a dead person from the voter roll, and then that person came back on.
Huh. Well, that's a zombie. That's when
are we going to have to post people?
Life.
Are we going to have to post people up at a cemetery, make sure none of them vote? I don't know.
I'm just saying, zombies are real, and they all want to vote. You can't blame a zombie. They come back up. They're concerned about where the country's at. Boom. They got to go there. They get, why they're there? They can take a bite of human flesh and then they can vote. Zombies are real, genuine.
All right.
It's no election fraud.
It's midweek. Oh,
yeah.
It's hump week. Hump day.
Hump day.
All right. That Iranian son is still holding strong there. He hasn't been bombed out yet. I'm saying, what'd I say? Friday, I think maybe? Friday, Saturday? I don't know. Friday?
What did you say was going to happen?
I think Friday. I don't even know.
What was it?
The new Iranian leader. The regime.
He got wounded. You knew that?
The son?
It was a strike, and he got wounded.
When?
I think today or last night. That was announced today, and they've assigned what they're talking about, special forces to secure him, supposedly. Yeah, he got injured.
I'm just curious. How come we haven't bombed out their military yet? All their soldiers and shit.
I really don't understand it.
Our carpet
I don't
bombing
really know
them.
what we're doing.
I don't know.
They keep saying that we're gonna go the shock and awe method, and we're really gonna go all in. But
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know. I don't know who's
Even
got
Trump
the
said
finger on the
that.
trigger.
Even Hegseth said that.
I'm
I
not
don't see
sure
no
what they're
hell and fire and fury going on.
Yeah.
You know what I have seen though?
Yeah.
Have you seen any even their Air Force, Iranian Air Force, go up?
No,
I have.
I haven't seen anything.
I
You
have.
seen video of the Iranian Air Force?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was shocked.
What you're saying they got? That's their new classified plane, right? The Mohammed Esquire Elite One, isn't that? I think that they named it after Mohammed.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a nice aircraft.
Lance,
Yeah,
give me a second.
yeah.
You could have tapped talking. You had to shut up.
Oh, I thought I had to wait for you. I went dead silent. I just was like,
Oh,
okay,
my
George,
God.
ask me to wait. Dead silent and George on the phone. This is great production quality. That's why you guys are here. That's why you love our show, because the production quality, the staff, we're nothing but professional.
What staff?
We never would answer our phone in the middle of the show.
What
We would
staff?
never do
It's
that.
emergency, bro. I wouldn't.
I know. All right. Probably.
What staff?
You probably have to go help your mom.
What staff?
All right. Let's go on here. So the FBI.
Hey. Oh, leave my mama out of this, bro.
Yeah. Let's
Leave
not
my
get
mama
moms
out of
involved. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I don't know. I'm sure I'll get a call from my mom very soon. You know how she is. She's this time of night. She's looking for a snack. And
Time
I'm
of
the
day?
snack master.
It's day for her. She's still
Yeah.
sleeping, ain't she?
No, she's up.
She's up?
This time of night, this is the second wave of
She's waiting for you to make breakfast, Lance.
Yeah. Well,
Wait, what is
breakfast-
it? 11 o'clock, 10
Yeah.
o'clock? It's 2 hours, 11,
Yeah.
10.
Well,
It's
she's
9 in the
always
morning
ready
by
to
you.
lunch.
What time does your mom eat breakfast?
It's I already served her breakfast. We're on our way to lunch. So that's what's going on here. All right. So the FBI has dug in. Maybe they're doing something finally. I don't know. They reportedly discovered multiple explosive devices inside a Pennsylvania storage unit linked to the Muslims accused of attempting to bomb anti-Islam protesters in New York City.
Oh, now you're going to the phone, huh?
Oh, yeah.
What the hell just happened to your screen? Your video's going wacko.
I think I just
Oh boy, we got interference. Let me just go to single. Fuck them. All right, so we got these two these two Islamic Muslim terrorists that they arrested in New York. They found in a storage unit. How many more bombs? 4. You know what's really concerning?
Yeah.
Now, I wonder, are they illegals too? Because we do know.
You know, nobody has ventured into that dialogue.
Well,
yet,
I
which
am.
makes me
You know
wonder.
why?
Yeah, because we don't.
No.
We don't not ask those
No.
questions.
Quiet, Lance. Quiet on the set. I'm saying it because how many illegals, and we're not just talking about South Americans here, came over the border during Joe Biden. We know terrorists came over because they caught some.
Yeah.
What's more concerning right now is how many more of these, I don't know, can we call them cells maybe?
Sleeper cells?
Sleeper
maybe?
cells are all over the country with freaking bombs in their storage lockers somewhere?
Yeah.
I don't think this is just a one and done thing. I think, I don't know. I think they're a little, it seems like they're organized.
As that is, I don't think it is either. I think that
I'm going to give a good suggestion. Stay out of New York City. If you don't really got to go, don't go. Ain't fucking
is it
worth
really
it, man.
only going to be New York City? Where's the next attack going to be? Because they used an explosive that anybody with an understanding of reading could probably create. It's pretty unsafe to create it, but TATP doesn't take a genius to create it. So
Don't say it.
You're right. Could they be working with other groups? We haven't heard anything about their electronic devices. Were they in communication with any foreign governments?
Electronic devices.
Well, we haven't heard anything about any interaction with, like, say, for example, maybe they were dealing with ISIS or one of the other terrorist organizations, or maybe Iran. We don't know what the communication was because, of course, he was screaming Ali Akbar when he threw that last device.
Okay, but all the Muslims scream Allah Akbar.
Well, he also
which means God is great.
Dedicating himself to ISIS. Did you know that?
Huh?
He also made an announcement about dedicating himself to ISIS.
What ISIS, bro? How much ISIS is left? These guys, what are they, crazy?
I don't know. No idea. We don't know.
You know, all the Muslims that are around that are actually, doing the right thing. They are, because I know some of my friends with them. They're probably like so pissed off, like these motherfuckers. They had to start this shit.
Yeah,
it is what it is, though. What are you gonna do?
Extremist ideology. That's part of the problem, right?
But the mayor doesn't want to even say they're Islamic or Muslim or nothing. God forbid.
Oh yeah.
Call it like it is, Mondami. It's one of yours. Your people doing this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna. He had to pop up.
Scumbag.
I think this protest was wrong, and the people.
We want to blame it on white supremacy.
He needs a power slap.
He wants to blame it on white supremacy, and I'm going to say it again. I'm proud to be white. Should I play the clip?
Yeah, well, yeah, let's play it. Why not?
Yeah.
Ibrahim Qayyumi and Emir Balat brought 2 homemade explosives to an anti-Muslim protest on Saturday. Thankfully, neither detonated, but as you mentioned, more homemade bombs have been found and safely removed from a Pennsylvania storage unit connected to the case. Both suspects are being held without bail after their first appearances in court yesterday on charges that include attempting to provide material support to a foreign terrorist organization and using a weapon of mass destruction. According to a criminal complaint, both men expressed support for ISIS, and one talked about watching ISIS videos.
Younger and younger individuals who are radicalizing and mobilizing to violence. And this is taking place against the backdrop of social media, the dynamics of online culture. It's not limited to ISIS, it's across the ideological spectrum.
Fox News Digital captured these photos of the suspects' homes, both located in Philadelphia suburbs, roughly 15 minutes apart. The suspects are U.S. citizens, but their parents are naturalized U.S. citizens from the Middle East. An attorney for one of the suspects tried to suggest yesterday that the 2 co-defendants were strangers to each other. Both men are due back in court early next month. Martha.
Okay, so I want to point something out where they're saying both defendants are strangers to each other. If that's true, then you need to be worried, because then you have somebody that is either guiding them,
chat room,
telling them what to do. Because I mean, what's the chances of 2 people from the same area going to New York with some IEDs, explosive devices, that don't know each other?
Weren't they in the same image? Wasn't there like a handoff I saw or something in that one image? I get they say they didn't know each other.
I don't know.
What do they mean, an online chat room? I don't know.
I don't know, but then someone is organizing this.
Yeah, orchestrating it. Yeah, I agree.
Who's behind it? Who's doing it?
Yeah, and I think the only reason it didn't detonate, they didn't need a detonator for TATP, just heat or friction will do it. But I think it looked like they used some kind of a fuse. Was it homemade? I don't know. I don't know if that would be enough heat to set it off. They should have had some kind of an incendiary at the end of the fuse.
Lance, stop telling people what they need.
No, I know. All right, let's talk about King Solomon. George, what do you think here? Is he over the target?
Not sure. The last one he said 10 days about the Arizona stuff and the FBI, nothing happened. There was no raid or nothing. He's usually on point, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I like Solomon. He's always done some great reporting. But he's saying over the next 10 days, explosive documents declassified by DNI will be released pertaining to foreign interference in the overthrow of the U.S. government during the November 3rd, 2020 U.S. election. Now, we know this already, but fuck releasing the documents. How about getting some arrests? I mean, if a foreign government we know it was involved, they must have been colluding with somebody here, U.S. Americans. Maybe some politicians, perhaps. I don't know. It's very well possible. All right, so now you're gonna get these. We're gonna get these documents. Everybody's gonna be pissed off. Wow, we knew an election was stolen. But guess what? People are not gonna believe it until they see people arrested, in court, on trial, convicted. Then it's believable to people that we're trying to get them to believe. But until then, you can give us all the fucking documents you want. We're gonna believe you. We got the. I don't know. I'm going to just say it, but we're not going to talk in general right now. We'll talk about it later. We got the Epstein documents, but ain't got no arrest from that. Clearly. I don't know. What do you think, Lance? I know what you think, but tell everybody what they think.
You know, I just hope that Solomon's right. At the end of the day,
What do you mean?
Sure, we're going to find more information. Supposedly we're going to release a bunch more documents. And like George said, I'm good with the releases, but I would much prefer some people to get their asses wrapped up and arrested. I'd like to see some people drug out of Congress. Did you see the story today, George? Let me comment. Did you see the story today about Maduro is supposedly cooperating, which is no surprise, and he is providing the U.S. government a list of government officials that took money from Venezuela in one way or the other?
We said that like 2 weeks ago.
Well, it's coming out that supposedly that's in process right now. Now, whether or not that list will be released, how many government officials are involved, who's involved, we don't necessarily know.
Well,
you know.
Are we going to get the full list of government officials? Or are they going to redact some too?
Yeah.
Are they going to protect some of them? I don't, you know.
I have a feeling the piece of paper is going to look like your shirt, very dark and very blacked out.
Right?
Yeah.
But
all right, let's play this clip.
I'm playing a clip and then I got a comment. You're going to like my comment.
Over the next 10 days, Steve, we're going to have a lot more. We are going to be able to get, for the first time, I've been able to start processing these documents, large body of evidence that's in the intelligence community that raises concerns about foreign interference in our elections. That'll probably be the end of this week or early next week. The documents are explosive. They're really remarkable. And what's most remarkable is that all this has been kept a secret from the American people, possibly President Trump in some cases, until recently, of course, when his team.
All right, I have a question, then I'll make my statement. Let me just write down my statements because I got ADD, ADHD, and I'll forget. Okay, here's my question. How does he have the explosive documents? How's he going through them already? He's just a fucking reporter. That's a great question, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an answer for that?
You know, I guess it depends on who his source is and what the relationship with is. John, do they plan on having John be the one that's going to drop these truth bombs? You know, that maybe the DNI, maybe.
No, you know, Tulsi Gabbard's going to be up front and center talking about it. She's the one that's going to. She's the one that's going to release it. But how does he have access? All right. So anyway,
I don't know.
So in these documents, how vindicated will we feel, specifically more you, when it comes out in those documents about Italy Gate, about the server in Italy too?
I would be extremely vindicated because, of course, we got attacked on True Social. I was working
True Social. We got attacked on Twitter.
I'm sorry, on Twitter. And you know, we got directly attacked for exposing the the foreign hacking. Skytel was involved in Smartmatic and people within the Italian government and MI6. There was a lot of manipulation going on. We were sourcing it. I believe that was one of the reasons for our suspension. So yeah, I'd feel very vindicated if all of a sudden they said, yeah, here it is. MI6 was involved. This was involved. Now, will that all come out? I don't know. Would they expose some of the participation of Five Eyes in the manipulation of our election? I don't know. Probably unlikely. We can only hope and pray, George. All right, I know we've got to take a short break, huh? That's what that means, a short break here on the Big Show. Edge of the knife, tip of the spear. While we're on the break, take the live link, share it far and wide, help us grow the show. Tell your friends and family to follow the Big Show. We'd like to increase our follower base. And if you love the show, go over to Chris Pavlovski's account on X, CEO of Rumble, and let him know you love this show and you love the Crypto Power Hour. Let him know.
He probably hates you, Lance.
Yeah. All right.
You got to stop saying that. He probably hates you.
He might hate. All right. Well, let's get to it. Take a short break. We'll be right back with George B. and myself, Lance F.
Don't go nowhere.
Are you ready to stand up for your community and support your local sheriff? Join the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association and become a vital member of the Sheriff's Citizens Posse. At CSPOA.org, we empower citizens like you through weekly webinars, arming you with the knowledge to back your constitutional county sheriff. Together, we can uphold our Constitution and ensure liberty and justice for all. Your community needs you now more than ever. Visit CSPOA.org and join the Sheriff's Citizens Posse today. Make a difference. Stand for freedom. That's CSPOA.org. Your country, your fight, your future.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA, the future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. Your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
Hi folks, I'm here today to introduce you to the Prepper Bar from PrepperBar.com, the most unique precious metals product we have seen in a long time. These 62-gram bars are perforated and easily broken down into your choice of 3 different sizes to fit a multitude of needs. Whether it be from asset protection from inflation, economic turmoil, or its unique utility for barter and trade, the Prepper Bar makes a perfect gift for all the precious metal lovers out there. Exclusively made here in the USA and selling out fast. Available in both gold and silver, these slim Prepper Bars fit neatly in your wallet, and their utility enables use in any situation.
Forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth, these canine units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes, because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit WarriorDogFoundation.org.
All right, welcome back to the Big Mig Show. Here with your host, Lance Migliaccio. I was going to come up with a nickname real quick, but I couldn't come up with something. George Ballantyne. No, you're not the Hammer. I'm back because you want to take it back to the politicians today. George Ballantyne, yours truly. That's right.
Could have been Lance.
Big Mig Mafia.
Babe Ruth Migliaccio. Swinging for the fence.
No.
I kind of like it.
No. Say it again.
All
right, Big Mig. Shut up.
How about this for you, George? Can you see that without any audio?
Nope.
Yeah.
How about this? Anyway, Big Mig Mafia in the chat. Big Mig Army. Yo, if you get a chance, come join the chat. If you're at work and you can't, we get it. We understand. We appreciate you tuning in and listening. But if anybody, y'all can hit that thumbs up, that like button, follow, share, and subscribe. $5 a month. We appreciate it. Every little bit helps.
And leave a comment. Leave a comment for us. Let's try to push comments today to the highest level we've ever had. Everybody go in there and just say something.
Why you got to interrupt me, bro?
Let's go for a comment.
Why interrupt you in the beginning?
I don't know. I don't know why.
All right, but Lance and I, what do we have? What do we always say we have? We got a great solution for the people that can't watch their crypto 24/7. That's right. That's why we're here to tell you about BlockTrustIRA.com. They're bringing access to cryptocurrency wealth to everyday Americans. Their exclusive Animus AI trading platform works 24/7, analyzing market data and executing advanced crypto strategies that go far beyond buy and hold. This is sophisticated technology once reserved only for Wall Street insiders. But now it's available to you. And it's no surprise. Listen, this system was named #1 crypto technology platform by Bitcoin Magazine out of more than 1,500 global competitors. And clients are already seeing over 250% returns on their investments, all with military-grade security and up to $200 million insurance. Your wealth is fully protected. So don't wait. Visit BigMigCrypto.com today and see how you can join this financial revolution. It's finally giving everyday Americans access to a crypto opportunity of a lifetime. Once again, visit BigMigCrypto.com today, and you can get up to $2,500 of free crypto. QR code is right there on the screen. Take a photo, take a screenshot, save it to your photo files. Go there later, because we got some more stuff to do. And this one, well, always coming after anything Trump and anybody affiliated with Trump. So now the DC bar just filed disciplinary charges against DOJ official. I'm calling him Siegel, Ed Martin. I'm taking away the Eagle. Just call him Siegel. Because really, I mean, what has he done? Has he done anything?
Yeah.
I kind of try. I was looking. I haven't seen him. I see him put a lot of like strong posts and words and go on, other shows and talk all this good game. Almost like, when Bongino was talking good shit, Cash Patel was talking a good shit, Janine Piero was talking all the good shit. Then you get positions, you get nothing. I don't know. You know what? I think you need to give positions to the people that you don't hear them saying shit, that are very docile. That you know how you always say you got to watch out for the quiet ones. Maybe that's who should we give positions.
The toughest bar fight you will ever be in is the person that doesn't sit there talking trash. That'll be the most dangerous one. But I, my thing is, I want high IQ pipe hitters. I want people that are willing to fight the tough game, that as long as they stay within the parameters of their duties, won't be held back by Susie Wiles or anybody else. They'll just say, tough shit, I'm doing it anyway, because this is what the job requires. It requires toughness. And you're right. I don't see anything that would prove that Ed Martin ever deserved the name Eagle. He wasn't a predator. I mean, Seagull might even be too good for him. Maybe Sparrow. But I agree with, I like the Seagull take on the Eagle because it kind of has a nice ring to it. But he didn't get anything done. He didn't do anything. And because he sent a letter over DEI policies at Georgetown. Yeah, the DEI policies at Georgetown suck. Georgetown sucks. Most of these schools, these Ivy League schools, are so full of garbage anymore. You'd be afraid to send your children there. You look at the Ivy League, you look at the Princetons and the Yales and the Harvards, their whole DEI liberal context, a bunch of idiots on their campuses. Oh, we don't agree with the policy. Just crying like a bunch of little bitches. Unnecessary. We don't need them. I'm not even sure at this point you can trust sending people for law school as an example. The legal system is so contorted. It's a filthy beast that needs to be reset.
So even so, they're just going after Ed Martin because, he's on Trump's admin. But the reason they're doing it is it was a letter to the law school with claims that a whistleblower claimed Georgetown was teaching DEI and asked about the practice. So without waiting for a response, he told the school he was imposing sanctions by instructing his office staff not to employ any students from the school as fellows, interns, or employees at the U.S. Attorney's Office in Washington, D.C. I mean, shit, why not? What's wrong with that? What the fuck do we want DEI attorneys, interns anyway? So, I don't know. Is he right or wrong? He's definitely, I don't think he's wrong. Just because he works for Trump, they're going to go after him. But this next one is crazy. Fucking crazy. You remember one of the Capitol police officers who was honored in a new January 6th plaque at the Capitol? Well, guess what? He was just indicted on 9 felony charges, including rape and sodomy. That's right. I don't know if I like his last name because it sounds somewhat Timothy Valentine with a V. All right, it's a V. He's a former D.C. Metropolitan Police Department officer. They held, you know what, Lance? This one makes me sick. They hailed him as a hero, and they had this stupid Capitol plaque. They need to take that plaque down, honoring all those people on that day, about 2021 protests. Now, he's sitting behind bars, facing a lot of felony charges. And now this is coming from Alexandria Police. He was Valentine was first indicted by the grand jury in December and was indicted again Monday morning in 3 additional cases. So it's not just one girl, but at least 3-4 people. I'm going to go through the counts, right? He's facing 4 counts of rape by force. That's right. 4 counts of rape by incapacitation. 2 counts of adulteration. 2 counts of sodomy. 2 counts of abduction with intent to defile. Sick bastard. 2 counts of sodomy by force or incapacitation. And 1 count of aggravated sexual battery by incapacitation. And then the last one, 15 counts of unlawful filming. Yep. Makes me sick. I wonder how he's being treated in jail. They're probably treating him good too, the fucking bastards.
You know what's really bad?
What?
You know that the plaque they printed for these cowards and traitors.
Just him right here. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. You know the plaque they printed for these cowards. They put a plaque, and it was this capital plaque, which honored the law enforcement response to January 6th. Which to me, they're all a bunch of cowards and traitors. They should never have gone along with the scam. But of course, Nancy Pelosi had her little troop of individuals involved. His name's on the plaque. And I'd have to put to the J6 committee and congressional members, is that plaque still hanging as of now? Are you guys proud of that plaque when you have a scumbag like this?
You know what they'll say? Well, he's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, yeah. There's a guy that was drugging women so he could have sex with them. But looking at him, I can understand why with that fat face of his. I'm sure his physique matches it. Desperate, and of course, a psychotic, you know.
His face back up again one more time. Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah.
That's the scumbag. Yep.
So I guess he left the department in 2022.
Gee, I wonder why.
The crimes he committed are 2024 to 2025. It's terrible. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible crime. Well, George, I'm afraid I'm going to talk about something we're not supposed to talk about.
Let me guess.
You
Could
should
it be
say, don't
Epstein?
do it, Lance. Don't do it. Stop.
No, I would never stop you from talking about something on it. Well, some dumb things I maybe stop you, but not this. Here's the worst part about this. You want to know the worst part? All right, you want to say the title? You want me to say the title?
No, you listen,
Okay.
enjoy. I'm going to give
All
you
right.
the enjoyment. You go ahead.
All right, Epstein Zora Ranch is finally being searched. Let me put up the picture. So New Mexico police move in force to search the Epstein Zora Ranch, and they're looking for the remains of 2 girls allegedly strangled and buried on the property. I mean, I don't know. Will we know where the bodies are buried? You know why this came about? And this is the fucked up part. This was in the Epstein files. Now, my question is, why isn't the FBI? Why didn't they go search the property and look for the bodies? Can anybody answer that question? Anybody. Can anybody legitimately answer and give a good answer to that question? Because I'll listen to it and then I'm going to tell you you're full of shit if it's something trying to defend the FBI. Why would they not go look for it? So what are you saying, FBI, that everything in the emails is just, you just took it at face value? Didn't investigate? And now I have to think that the FBI didn't investigate anything that's in the FBI. Maybe that's why we don't have arrest. I don't know. Get Lance. I'm pissed.
You know, Zara Ranch has been sitting there, right? I mean, it isn't like this is something they just discovered. The FBI knew all about it. To think that some random individual that was an ex-employee of Zara Ranch, allegedly, is asking for a Bitcoin to provide the thumb drives. There's a good chance that the FBI already has the thumb drives, already has the data. But that's the point. The cover-up is real. You know what I can't figure out? I'm going to ask the audience. I got to ask you guys in the chat. Why, if you were Donald Trump and you were really the honest guy, the direct politician that we voted in, wouldn't you right now say, you know, I think I'm seeing so much coming out of this Epstein thing, I'm going to have to change my position. It looks like there are a lot of people that were involved. I mean, now we're hearing about maybe the potential for 2 little girls that were killed and buried in the ground around this ranch. I'm hearing things about eugenics and, you know, Epstein wanted to create, you know, a genetic tribe using his own sperm to inseminate women. I mean, when is Donald, this is my question. When does Donald Trump acknowledge his mistakes? When does he actually acknowledge that we're right about Epstein? I love Donald Trump. I mean, I voted for him. I honestly expected more. When does Cash Patel say, those statements I made about the Epstein file, I was wrong. We found a lot of stuff I didn't know about. Now I'm privy to it. I was wrong. It's really simple to take, I want to say, I need to send a copy of Ayn Rand's book, Atlas Shrugged, to Donald Trump, Cash Patel, and Pam Bondi. It's okay to be wrong. You guys, anybody can make a mistake. But why not admit it? Why not move forward and get some of these damn arrests done? Why not say, yeah, we were wrong? Turns out we found more files and more data. This ranch is notorious. They say there's an underground complex underneath it. Is there? I have no idea. But here's a guy, you see the email, you see him there requesting the Bitcoin and giving his Bitcoin wallet address. When one file is redacted, the Bitcoin wallet address, and the other file that's attached to that image, we got the one where the address isn't redacted. So here we are that all of a sudden, the local police force has to be the one to investigate because what? Because it got bought? Let's play this clip, George. We don't have to play the whole thing, but listen to some of the stuff that this guy has put together in this clip. Some of it's Daily Mail stuff, some of it's other.
Oh, long clip.
Pedophile Jeffrey Epstein was arrested. So why do we still know nothing about him? Well, we're finding out tonight some answers. The Wall Street Journal just got its hands on Jeffrey Epstein's private calendar, and it was a lot more suspicious than Brett Kavanaugh's. Epstein was meeting with the kind of people you'd think would steer clear of a convicted pedophile. Jeffrey Epstein was meeting with one of Barack Obama's top lawyers, Catherine Rumler. She met with Epstein dozens of times. Epstein even tried to set up Obama's lawyer to work for Bill Gates. How is Jeffrey Epstein a fixer between Obama's lawyer and Bill Gates? Epstein was also meeting with Joe Biden's CIA director. He wasn't CIA director at the time. He was Barack Obama's deputy secretary of state. William Burns was working for John Kerry at the State Department and meeting with Jeffrey Epstein, a known pedophile. And then Burns becomes CIA director. Today's director of the CIA went to Epstein's Manhattan townhouse where Epstein had sex with underage girls and, where he filmed other men having sex with underage girls. And William Burns went there and was then promoted to the director of the CIA. Now, I wonder if the future CIA director saw the portrait of Bill Clinton in a blue dress hanging in Epstein's parlor room. A few years later, Epstein was arrested and then hung himself in a jail cell while security cameras just happened to not be working, and the replacement guards just happened to fall asleep. And 2 years later, Biden just happens to pick William Burns to run the CIA. So what are we supposed to think? It's never been more clear. Epstein was an intelligence asset. Not only was he working for the CIA, Israeli intelligence, maybe even Russia intelligence. So was the American government allowing an asset to traffic and molest teenage girls all over the world for intelligence? Were we allowing Epstein to commit crimes against children for blackmail material? Well, we asked the CIA director, William Burns, why were you meeting with a convicted pedophile at his disgusting townhouse? And the CIA director said this: the director did not know anything about him, other than that he was introduced as an expert in the financial services sector and offered general advice on transition to the private sector. They had no relationship. So Obama's State Department official couldn't have asked anybody else in the entire country for help with a job in finance? He could have called any CEO, any hedge fund manager, any banking director. But he meets with Jeffrey Epstein, a guy that doesn't even really have a real business, a guy that doesn't even have a website, a guy that, as far as we know, only had one client, the CEO of Victoria's Secret. That doesn't add up, Burnsy. And this explains the sweetheart deal back in 2006. This explains the prison cell cover-up. And this explains why all the Epstein tapes went missing. Everything Epstein recorded, everything, missing. Every property he owned. But when he died, the Fed seized all the tapes, and the only person who's ever been arrested since then was the Madam Maxwell.
Jeffrey Epstein found me.
No arrests. sickening, right? But, you know, we were called crazy, conspiracy theorists. All bunch of freaking names for so long saying this. Just saying in general about the child trafficking in D.C. with politicians and shit, pedophilia.
Nauseating.
Yeah.
You know, I just look at this, right? Because Epstein's vision, he had this baby making factory that he had planned in his own head, that he wanted to have this transhumanism, big group of, you know, Epstein genetic babies, that he was going to inseminate all these women fakely. And there were women that reported they woke up on medical tables. Supposedly there was things where they were, the samples were taken. Maybe some of their reproductive organs were taken. Sex organs, sperm harvested from their bodies. I don't know how many people are told that. Who knows how many photos were taken where somebody like Bill Clinton was drugged or otherwise, and they just sat him next to him. And I'm not saying Bill wasn't guilty, but let's face it, when you're in a compromising and blackmail situation, you're going to do whatever it is. You know, I just want the truth. I really don't need any more lies. I don't need any more babying. We can't tell the people. It's too much. I want the truth about Epstein, aliens, 9/11, the J6 committee, about Seth Rich's laptop, the dirty 51+8, the Russian collusion hoax, Obama. I just want it all. I don't need them filtering it, and I'm tired of the garbage. I don't know if they realize the American people are really waking up. I know you in the audience are waking up. We're sick of it. I'm just telling you, we're all sick of it. I mean, they're going to be out here doing this geoengineering. They're spraying us with aluminum and all kinds of other shit. I mean, I can't believe that their military members are participating and their civilian pilots know what's going on and they're willing to just do it anyway. Unbelievable. Those are cowards. Those are people
not all pilots, maybe some though, but
disgusting. It's kind of like this. George, I think you and I talked about this quite a bit, you know, months and months ago, where they were going to double down, and they decided that a good solution for us, while they were dining on steak and shrimp and lobster and crab, they wanted us to eat freaking bugs. They tried to make bugs go mainstream. Turns out bugs, they're not for what's for dinner. I guess investors are retreating in waves. The costs are soaring. The demand is lagging for bug-based protein. No freaking surprise there. But the investors, and when I say investors, I think hedge funds bet billions that dinner plates would be crawling with bugs. I guess that future started to look pretty bleak. I know you guys didn't want to eat bugs. I didn't want to eat bugs. And basically, countries that have some kind of money, I'm not saying we're a rich country, you know, with $40 trillion in debt and all the theft and the skullduggery, I don't know how rich we really are, but I know I'm not putting bugs on my table. And if it got to that point, I would go to some elite's house and steal all his shit before I would be willing to serve bugs to my family. So that's it. The bugs are failing. It looks like this is another one of their plans, the New World Order, to have these major insect farming startups. I guess there was an investment of over $600 million. Even Tyson Foods now has finally put their flagship Nebraska insect plant with Dutch firm Protix on hold indefinitely. Well, no shit, Tyson. We don't want to eat bugs, and I think our audience does want to eat them. George, you want to eat bugs?
Not particular, no.
Yeah,
I don't eat bugs, Lance. Come on, who the hell wants to eat bugs?
Yeah, it's like those food blocks on that one train. I can't remember the name of the movie, but they were on this train that was like one of the last groups of civilization, and the people in the front of the cabin are eating sushi and all these high-end foods, and in the back they're grinding up insects into these blocks, protein blocks, and they're serving it. Yeah, it was a movie. Can't remember the name of it. People out there might know the name of it, but
take us out,
all
baby.
Right. Well, there it is. So listen, if you love the show, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, comment, hit the follow button. We're trying to grow our follower base. Help us grow on your own social media. If you'd like to see us cover a specific topic, feel free to hit us over at our DMs over on X at Lance Nacho G Ballantine and The Big Mig Show. Hit us at the email, info@thebigmig.com. If you'd like to sponsor the show, that's how we do it. That's the end of it for now. We'll be here back 11 a.m. Eastern Standard tomorrow morning. And, of course, we'll have the Crypto Power Hour on Friday. And that's how we do it, George. Last words, brother?
Let's play some music. I don't know. Enjoy the hump day. Stay blessed and stay careful if you're going out. Later, guys.
I might have to let it drop. Said gotta do it hella big, had to put it back again, like said had to do it hella big, had to
Are you ready to stand up for your community and support your local sheriff? Join the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association and become a vital member of the Sheriff's Citizens Posse. At CSPOA.org, we empower citizens like you through weekly webinars, arming you with the knowledge to back your constitutional county sheriff. Together, we can uphold our Constitution and ensure liberty and justice for all. Your community needs you now more than ever. Visit CSPOA.org and join the Sheriff's Citizens Posse today. Make a difference. Stand for freedom. That's CSPOA.org. Your country, your fight, your future.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA. The future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. Your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
Hi folks, I'm here today to introduce you to the Prepper Bar from PrepperBar.com, the most unique precious metals product we have seen in a long time. These 62-gram bars are perforated and easily broken down into your choice of 3 different sizes to fit a multitude of needs. Whether it be from asset protection from inflation, economic turmoil, or its unique utility for barter and trade, the Prepper Bar makes a perfect gift for all the precious metal lovers out there. Exclusively made here in the USA and selling out fast. Available in both gold and silver, these slim Prepper Bars fit neatly in your wallet, and their utility enables use in any situation.
Forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth, these K9 units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes, because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit WarriorDogFoundation.org.